guys, I'm going to do a garden tour of my garden after being on vacation for a week and a half. Some stuff survived, some stuff did not. I didn't water it, but it rained every day, but it may have gotten too hot. Some stuff looked a mess, but let's start off and show you what we got. So, flip the camera around. Okay, first we're going to start with the green stock. It's usually on the porch, but I moved it off the porch where I went on vacation and so I could get some water. But I think the heat dried up everything because it wasn't used to all this direct sun from being on the porch. So a lot of stuff is shriveled up. Maybe water didn't get down to the bottom, but I watered it today. I think I'm going to put it back on the porch. My tomato plant doesn't look good. Looks all right at the top, but at the bottom. I cut some of the leaves off today. I did some pruning of it. So green stock is not looking all that good. I'm going to see if I can get it pushed back on the porch, but it may have sunken down some, so it may be hard, and I refuse to take it apart to do that, so it is what it is. This tomato plant looks a little bit better. A few of them had blushed, so I got them off. My this one hasn't bolted. The other one on the other side has bolted. I guess whichever one was facing the sun, which was probably this one. So it has bolted, but everything else is a mess. That's a weed. I had corn. Corn never came up. This did amazing while I was gone. It has a bunch of lima beans on it. So I'm happy about that, and a whole bunch of flowers. So I think I'm going to get a bunch of lima beans this year. That is going to seed. That is squeezed. They need to be pulled out. My basil is going to seed. Oh, my basil is going to seed for some reason. I guess it's too hot. Now here in Georgia, zone 7A. 7B, not A, 7B. I had one, while I was gone, one squash came up, but it wasn't pollinated. This one was pollinated because I saw it being there yesterday. I was going to pollinate it myself, but I saw it being left alone. So we do have one fruit on there. I don't see any more coming. I think that is it. Nope, we got one. Look like right there, maybe. Looks like a female. And nothing on this one. I need to trellis them up that thing so they'll be fine. Because I got to go on a work trip again this week. So still nothing in that for weeds. I sprayed my weeds today. So this is the delicata that needs to be moved there. I got some more compost today, so I'm going to put it in there. I harvested that kale from there. This stuff needs to be watered. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm just going to leave it alone, let it rain, do what it do. These are zucchini, but only male flowers have popped up on these. Oh no, there's one. Hope it gets pollinated. I dropped y'all. I'm going to leave that in there too. I'm not editing this video. Don't have time for I go on my work trip. But anyway, have that. Have these colors. I harvested some from these. These are looking pretty good. The ones on the other end got eaten up by bugs. I think the basil is keeping the bugs away on this side. But yeah, this only has got one eggplant. I haven't seen any more on it. I got that one. Basil's going to seed. This is a pepper plant. It is strong. The roots of it is strong, but just starting to get peppers on it, as you can see. Don't know what it is. I don't feel like looking for the thing. But the garden, stuff that didn't demolish itself, it's like everything is huge from when it was on the last video. If you look back at my last garden tour, I will link it up there so you can see it. This had one eggplant. It went bad while I was on vacation. So Gotta wait on another one. I do have okra coming now. There's one. Um, they're getting big. They were really small in my last video, probably half the size, and now all of them are starting to get okra. Of course, I'm going on a work trip, so hopefully they won't be too big by the time I get back. Because, every day, if you ever go on okra, every day you got to get them. This is some other kind of, oops, I just broke that off. This is getting peppers on it. I think that's a black beauty pepper. There was a tomato plant there. I pulled it up today because I think it was one of them. Don't want it. This one may also be the same thing, but the leaves look a little bit bigger, but I don't know. It still may be a sweetie. Don't want that either, so I'm going to pull that up. These are my scallions, red scallions. They're just going wild. Don't know if anything growing under the ground or not, but it is what it is. This is my sweetie. I harvested off it today. This thing is very prolific. Once it grows, it just grows out of control. I trimmed some of it back today because I do not want a tree, which is what this is, my tomatillo. Oh, y'all can get off of there. Some squash bugs or whatever they are. Hate them things. But anyway, I pulled them off. This is the tomatillo. A bunch of them have started to ripen. I pulled them off because they split in the bottom. I probably got all of them. I don't think any more is on there that is at full capacity. Bunch of my tomato plants look like this. All the way up. I pruned them today, of course, before the video, so still some left on there that I probably should prune off, but I'm just gonna let it go. I didn't want to put it in shock by pruning too much. These are my peppers. I'm gonna leave these on here. I probably should take a couple of them off. I don't know. I may do that. This is another pepper plant. Got a bunch of flowers. Don't know what kind of pepper it is because it has not brought on peppers. And I just kind of confused about what I'm growing as far as peppers this year because I think I had them mislabeled, but whatever. Is that a ladybug? Or one of them ones that skeleton your stuff. You don't see it? I don't know. Anywho, this is another pepper plant. Or it might be the same one. This is my Roma. This thing is doing an absolute fabulous job this year. Fabulous job. I've got so many Roma tomatoes. I already got a gallon freezer bag in the freezer. I cleaned them and put them in there. I'm going to make tomato paste. Once it slows down, I knock the pepper off today. And I don't know what those are. What are those? My nasturtium is right there, so I don't know what that is, but I'll leave it. Anywho, tomato plants are doing good. This is a pepper plant. Don't know what it is. Who knows where the stick is? Some kind of bell pepper, I believe. Not sure. But it's a pepper. This is my strawberry cherry. It is doing good. I got one right there, the volunteer one that I left up there. Still, I'm going to leave it now. I said I was going to pull it, but I'm just going to let it do what it do. So this is it. I had to prune it hard. Had a bunch of leaves. Looked like it got blight or something on it. Not sure what it is, but once it go, I got some more coming up. I'm just going to replace it with what I have. This tomato plant is doing absolutely good. It got a bunch of baby tomatoes coming. I've already harvested some off of it. So this is the second set. This one still is one there. I took I think 2 or 3 off of it earlier today. And I'll show you guys what I harvested. I put that at the end of the video. That is my Malabar spinach that came back from last year. This is pepper that I harvested. It had 2 on there. They're yellow. I think they're yellow bells. That's what they smell like bells. So the signs say bells. I don't know. I moved my ginger over here because I was spraying my weeds up across my fence to kill them. This is, I don't know what kind of tomato this is either, but this is one of the last ones I planted. So it has 2 tomatoes on it. And hopefully it turns out good. These are onions that did absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to use them like little pearl onions and put them in greens or something when I cook whole and eat them like that. So I harvest them next week. I think that's weeds. This is some kind of kale or something. I don't know what that is, honestly. It was in that mixed pot of greens. This is my yarrow. Um, and I need to get it out of this pot and into a bigger pot. But I just don't have time with just getting back from vacation and then gotta go on a work trip. So that will have to wait. This is my eggplant. Don't know which kind it is. It hasn't put on any fruit. It's starting to, I think right there, yep. That is going to be one. This is my curly kale. This is my collard. And the rest of my collards. And one more eggplant. This bed right here, 16 feet long, but the first and the second one don't get much sun, so I think that's why my greens are doing pretty good. But eggplants maybe need more heat because they're not doing nothing over here. So I need to remember not to put eggplant in this bed and put stuff like greens and spinach. But this bed needs to be amended. See how low it is? It needs to be raised up. So once I pull this up, I do that to this bed and I think I'm put all my fall stuff in these two beds. I think that was a weed. I thought that was a carrot, but looking at it, it's not. These are my carrots. I haven't tried to pull any of them up yet. I don't think they're ready, but I may check one and see. These are the last of my onions where I pulled them up today. These are my potatoes. This is my first set. I was going to pull them up today, but they look too good to pull up, so I don't think they're ready. They're too green. This is the second set. They look like they're trying to die over. We got a couple of them down the bottom that looks like they're ready. But overall, the rest of them look green, so I'm going to leave them till they all brown back. I don't want to pull them too early, especially since nothing else is in this bed now but them. I got them, maybe they'll grow out further and I get more potatoes, except for the few onions that's in here and then the weeds. And it looks like a Malabar spinach is going back there. This is a disaster. I bought a weed eater today. I'm going to get all that Malabar spinach. I don't want that there. And get those weeds out. This is a volunteer and it's just doing whatever it is you want to do. Some kind of bean. Don't know. Probably, I don't know. I don't know what kind of bean this is. I actually found it in my grow pot, which had all new dirt, so I don't know where that came from unless I just stuck one in there and don't remember. But I wouldn't have stuck a bean that's a pole bean. And